Welcome to the next session of Dr. Plotzker's Mind. I am sore. There's a limit to how much physical activity I can do now that I get into my 70s. We have a new rabbi at the synagogue. He's in his honeymoon phase. We all want to give him the most favorable introduction that we can. That means being as accommodating as we can, setting aside some of my own irritations or even pettiness for a while. He came to town, and apparently he likes to collect books. Before he settled in his office, he asked some of our influencers or people who could write checks without having to take votes to get him some bookshelves because he had a lot of books. They sent a message the other day that he would be delivering his books in a U-Haul. They made an estimate of the amount, and I must say it was a very conservative estimate. This filled up the entire trailer of a mid-size U-Haul. There were a lot of books. A couple people brought hand trucks. The hand trucks would get the book from the compartment in the U-Haul into the first floor of the synagogue. Then it would have to be taken up to the second floor. I could not lift some of the boxes. Once they were on the hand truck, I could carry them, but I could not lift them. These boxes went all the way to the back of the U-Haul compartment, so somebody had to get in there and move the boxes from the back of the truck to the opening so that they could be loaded and brought inside. This took the good part of an hour. My smartwatch turned out to be useful. It tells me what my heart rate is. If my heart rate went above 110, which it did, I gave myself a rest, got a drink of water. I forget how many people were actually there loading and unloading the truck. There were 4 of us, and 2 people were carrying things upstairs, including somebody much younger who was hired for that purpose. Once the truck contents were entirely brought inside, I was in no condition to help bringing stuff upstairs, so I excused myself and went on with the rest of the day, or at least the rest of the morning. For the rest of the morning, I had loaded my own car with broken down boxes meant for recycling. These were far in excess of what my biweekly recycler would be willing to haul. So before going off to the synagogue, I toted each of the broken down boxes up from the basement to put in the trunk of my car, except there wasn't enough room in the trunk, so it went mostly in the back seat of the car. I had also completely filled the recycling bin at the last pickup, which left me quite a lot of stuff that would come pretty close to filling that bin again with more than a week to go to the next pickup. So I loaded that in the truck and took it to the Pigeon Point Recycling Center. Pleasant drive to get there, a little bit different traveling there from the synagogue than traveling there from my home. It took a while to empty the back seat of my car with the folded down cardboard, hauling the filled bag of miscellaneous recycling. That went pretty easily. Eventually, I got done and drove home exactly the way the GPS told me to drive. That left me pretty sore the rest of the day. Today was not a treadmill day. Tomorrow is, but I have the feeling I'm going to be taking the day off and allowing my muscles another day's recovery. Thanks so much for sharing this session of Dr. Plotzker's Mind.